Good morning, Happy New Year, and welcome to Unity Temple. This morning we will consider together what has meaning for us on this New Year's Day. It is my hope that you have resolved to attend Unity Temple each Sunday morning. My name is Don Bussey, and I am part of the hospitality and membership teams here at Unity Temple Unitarian Universalist Congregation. These teams encourage the development of relationships that sustain and challenge us to grow braver in the face of an uncertain world. We seek to empower you to do the work that is uniquely yours within this congregation and in the larger world. If this is your first time visiting us, we are happy that you have chosen this morning to share with us. At the conclusion of the service, I invite you to stop by our welcome table in the lobby and introduce yourself. I will be there to meet you. For those visiting us online, please reach out to our Director of Engagement and Membership, Tina Lewis, at tlewis@unitytemple.org with your interest in our congregation. Tina would love to hear from you. To all here on this glorious morning, I invite you to join us after service for the warmth and comfort of refreshments and conversation in Unity House, which is just across the lobby. We've got the fire roaring this morning. It is a beautiful setting this morning. On behalf of the Unity Temple Unitarian Universalist Congregation, we are grateful that you are here this morning. We hope that you find the service meaningful.
Good morning. And as Don said, Happy New Year and goodbye 2022, thankfully. My name is Ed McDevitt. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees here at Unity Temple, and my pronouns are he, him, and his. It's my pleasure to welcome you today. While masks are no longer required, we recommend that you wear them while here as a means of protecting each other. If you're here for the first time, thank you for joining us. We look forward to getting to know you. We invite everyone present in the sanctuary today to join our in-person community time immediately following the service, as Don said. Each week we remind ourselves of our congregation's core values: connection, transformation, justice, and acceptance. Our mission is to embody these core values by welcoming all, inspiring compassion, nurturing wonder, and serving community. Welcoming all means we work together to foster a culture of radical hospitality. And I'd personally like to welcome there are a lot of guests today. Thank you for coming. Here in this community, we build relationships with people across boundaries of race, class, and other identities that divide us. We're really glad that you're here with us today. We hope you find the service inspiring and meaningful. I invite you now to take a moment to greet one another, both here in the sanctuary and in the online community.
Good morning. My name is Emma Farrell. I'm a member of the spiritual care team. This is the church of the open minds, the loving hearts, and the helping hands. We take care of the planet Earth and each other. Our chalice is being lit this morning by the sibling pair Gwen and Eamon. Gwen wants a puppy and is very talented at art and dancing and singing. Eamon wants squishmallows forever, and his friends and teachers call him a math machine because he's so good at math.
Good morning. So good to see you all here. Happy New Year. Will you join me in a breathing prayer? Taking in a deep breath and breathing in hope and breathing out stress. Breathing in calm and breathing out anxiety and fear. Breathing in self-acceptance and breathing out peace to all. Spirit of life, source of all love, guide us as we enter this new year. Let us open our hearts, our minds, and celebrate being together, whether in person or online. Whoever you are, wherever you are on your life's journey, and wherever you are in the world, you are welcome here. Come, let us worship together.
All rise if you can, and we're going to sing hymn 188 in the bound hymnal. This is based on a poem by the Persian mystic poet Rumi, and it's an invitation to return to the spiritual fold, even for those who have strayed. So we're going to sing this. This is a round, so we're going to sing it through. Madonna and I are going to sing it through, and you can join us straight through, and then we'll break into a round with me beginning, and I think maybe let's have the ground level join me, and then at the point where item 2 is, the upper levels can start with the song, and then we'll go through it. At that point, we'll go through it 3 times. So. Come, come, wherever you are, wander, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, wherever you are, wander, is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, wherever you are, wander, worship, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, wherever you are, wander, worshiper, lover of living. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, yet again come.
Please join in the words of our covenant. Love is the doctrine of this congregation. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humanity in fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other and with God.
I'm Jay Peterson, a member of the spiritual care team here. Love is the doctrine of our congregation, we say, each Sunday. Sharing the joys and sorrows of our lives with each other is one of the ways we embody this love. Through love, we build community, express our values, and live our mission. We encourage your communication. There's a binder outside of and between the sanctuary doors in the foyer. Those of you who attend in person are invited to write a joy or sorrow in the binder either before or after the service. For those of you online, we will review the chat each week and make sure to incorporate what is typed into the chat into the sharing the next week. You can also email your joys and sorrows to us at joysandsorrows@unitytemple.org. Whether you are sharing online or writing it into the binder, please include your name. This week we have one sorrow. My 14-year-old grandson please hold him in your hearts. Following a difficult behavioral issue and hospitalization since December 23rd, his extended family surrounds him with love, but he will be going through a long and difficult time. Other than this, there are myriad other joys and sorrows in our lives today. When the music begins, we invite anyone who chooses to acknowledge joys and sorrows they are holding in their minds and their hearts to come forward and silently, mindfully, drop a stone into the bowl of water at the front of the sanctuary. As you come forward, please form lines along the sides and then return up the middle aisle just to keep things flowing. If you are so moved, please join us in singing Spirit of Life. I think the words are on the screen, or will be. If anybody would like to talk with somebody about what is in their heart, please feel free to contact the spiritual care team. We are here to listen and sit with you in times of both joy and sorrow. You can reach any of us individually by contacting Reverend Dawn or by emailing spiritualcare@unitytemple.org. Now let us enter a moment of prayer and meditation. With the world as broken as it is, may each of us find life-affirming joy within and around us. Simple, fleeting, growing and abiding, quiet or exuberant. May we know the sorrows within and around us and remain buoyed by compassion, love, and grace. May we create an opening in ourselves and in our communities for hearing and holding others in our hearts in times of joy and sorrow.
I would like to invite anyone young at heart or who may wish to come forward for the story of all ages. Yeah, come have a seat. Yeah, you got your squishmallows this morning? Today we're going to read The Couch Potato. I know I kind of have a small screen, but you can come close if you want. This is by Jory John and Pete Oswald. I am a potato, not a small potato, not like my brother, not a sweet potato like my mother, not a mashed potato like my Uncle Stu. I am a couch potato. Oh yeah, it's true. My favorite place to slouch is on the couch. I spend all my free time sitting in this exact spot. Why would I ever leave this comfy, cozy couch? It's got everything a couch potato could need. See, I have this. It's a remote. And this, a video game controller. One of these, a paddle to play with. And those, earphones and popcorn and a drink and bunny slippers. Oh, and this, check it out. This button activates a gadget that fetches me snacks whenever I want. Bam, impressed? And I don't have to move an inch. Much easier than going to the kitchen. If the most important thing in life is to be comfortable at all times, then I think I've got it all figured out. But wait, there's more. I haven't revealed the absolute best part about my whole setup. It's everything you see in front of me. Have a look around. Take it all in. Pretty spectacular, right? Yes, it's a sea of shimmering screens from wall to shining wall. What joy, what bliss. These screens feature my favorite shows. This screen has all my unanswered messages. These screens are where I play video games. And this screen is a live stream of my friend, my best spud for life. This is how my pals and I spend quality time together. It's much easier than trying to meet up somewhere, like folks did in the old days, that's for sure. Yes, from this very couch I can control everything in my life all the time with just a few taps and a couple of clicks. Not bad, eh? Something strange happened. There was a knock at the door. It was a delivery. Whoosh. It was my newest device, a video camera that would allow me to watch myself react while I was watching all my favorite shows. All I had to do was plug it in, and my room, nay, my kingdom, would be complete. But suddenly, pew! Everything went dark. Look out, coming through, whoops! I made it to the window. I pulled back the curtains. The sun seemed brighter than I remembered. There was nothing better to do, so I decided to take my dog, Tater, for a walk outside. It had been a while. Everything was so vivid, like a high-resolution 156-inch curved screen, but it was realistic. Something smelled fresh. After a few moments, I realized that it was the air. I heard a noise, some chirps, a ringtone, perhaps? No, I looked up to see some birds. I wandered down the street from block to block and across the neighborhood. Eventually, I found a park with a hill. There was a massive tree on top. It looked like a desktop background, only it was real. I leaned against the tree. It wasn't as comfortable as my couch, not even close. Any worries about the power outage and what I might be missing drifted away. I wasn't thinking about my favorite shows or my unanswered messages or anything else really. I noticed the stillness, the view, the sky, the clouds, the sunset, and those colors. My goodness! It took a while because there was no fast-forward option, but eventually the sun sank below. By the time I got home, the power was back on. I sat on the couch, I hit the button to brush my teeth, I pulled the lever to change into my pajamas, I turned the knob to watch a bedtime story. Then I noticed my reflection in one of the screens. I wondered how much of my life had been spent on that very spot. It was then and there that I made the decision to peel myself off the couch a bit more often. Maybe every day even. And so that's what I've done. I've started hanging out with my friends, my best buddies. We started biking, and hiking, and swimming, and hiding, and seeking. Sometimes we have snacks and play board games. Sometimes we talk all day. We might watch the clouds. There's no big plan. Just see what. It makes me wonder, what if I don't always need to be totally comfortable? What if I'm happier when I have a better balance between my gadgets and the world outside? Because it turns out that I'm more than just a couch potato. I'm an amusing potato. I'm a smart potato. I'm an entertaining potato. There, and I want to be in. But don't get me wrong, at the end of a long day, after I've run and played and talked and laughed with my friends, I still think it's awfully nice to slouch on the couch. Okay. Now we can go back to our seats.
To choose or not to choose, that is the question. I started my visit with my daughter in Ireland as an able-bodied, very flexible, active woman with 25 years of teaching yoga, a former hospice chaplain, and a very active life. Little did I know my world was going to turn upside down as my daughter and I went for a walk one evening. 1 minute, I was standing on the side of a small country road in Ireland, holding the leash of my frisky, barking grand dog, Scooby. He spotted my grandchildren in the distance, and he wanted to be with them. The next moment, I was on the ground. Scooby had hog-tied me. He wrapped his leash around my ankles, and bam, down I went, full force on my back. I assume since I practiced yoga for years, I just roll over on my side and pop back up. But oh no, not this time. I laid on the road, stunned and in pain. 3 times my daughter said to me, "Mom, I think we should call an ambulance." Finally, I listened to her, and I listened to that small voice within me that said, "This is serious. Yes, call an ambulance." Since we were so far in the country, it was going to take an ambulance about over an hour to get there. We were very far in the country. My daughter called her family, and like bees to honey in a small village, one call spread the news like wildfire. Soon, there was a concerned group surrounding me. One of the first to arrive was Martin, a close family friend known for his Irish storytelling. Martin offered kind words to me and started telling one of his stories. I couldn't quite tell what he was saying as I was in shock and pain, but the story he was telling was familiar to all. Over and over, he kept telling the same story, a little bit different, each time new people came. I think he'd had a couple of Guinnesses. Everybody started laughing. It was at this time I made a choice. I made a choice in this debacle to practice intention during this whole experience, whether laying on the side of the road or rattling around in an ambulance in a foreign country. I didn't choose to fall. However, I could choose my attitude, my state of mind during this. And although I didn't understand the story because I was, in shock and pain, everybody was laughing, and their laughing was so infectious. I could have grinned and bared it, but I thought, what the heck? I'm laughing with them, even though it hurt like crazy. The ambulance finally arrived. They packed me up and loaded me in. I was out without family due to COVID restrictions. I was alone and terrified, and in so much pain, I thought I was going to die. And at some point, I wanted to die. I hurt so much. Is this how it will end for me? As a hospice chaplain, I was reminded of so many end-of-life experiences. Will this be mine? Woody Allen said, "I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens." In reflection, I have taken my able body for granted. What a privilege. What a privilege I've enjoyed. My able body and mind, and one that I didn't think about too much until now. How serious is my injury? What will be my new normal? As we age, we will all have new normals. And for some of us, it's daily. But it will be there for all of us one day. A deeper awareness was born in that moment for all those struggling with illness. The seed of compassion took root in my heart. How will I choose to function with this new awareness? I will have 3 months to explore this deeper concept of awareness and spirituality. My mind was a roller coaster of feelings: fear, confusion, sadness, what ifs. What if I'll never teach senior yoga or be able to walk in the woods again? Will I always be in this pain? My mind was taking me down a very, very dark road. As a yoga teacher, my mantra has been to focus on breathing, especially in difficult situations. Time to remember to breathe. If only for a few moments, breathing helps me to center and gain access to that deeper part of me, that divine spark, that small voice within my gut, or as Carl Jung would say, the collective unconscious. Breathing allows me to remember I am a spiritual woman. What does my spirit need now? One mantra that I used over and over was Inshallah. Inshallah. It's a Muslim short phrase, and it means whatever God wants, whatever spirit wants. Repeating it over and over brought me comfort. I believe it's important to have as many mantras, slogans, affirmations, prayers, poems readily available, especially in daily living and especially so in crisis. Without focus, our minds can take us to dangerous, dark places. Repeating these can be the light that keeps us on the road of sanity. We need to weave these into our daily lives, letting them become second nature to us. Wow, I didn't choose this trauma. I could choose my spirituality to guide me, my breath, my mantra, affirmations, and walking in nature. Donna Folds says, let it go, let it go, let it all go the way you thought this life would unfold, the holding of plans and dreams or expectations. Let it all go. I had fractured my lower back, and I had sustained a concussion. They put me in a hard plastic turtle shell that went from my neck to my tailbone. My turtle shell was providing me with, with healing and with protection. I would sleep in my shell for 3 weeks. My grand dog, he's gonna love me now. I'm gonna smell really good. My daughter picked me up, and out I waddled into a new world. Sylvia Borstein, Dharma teacher and psychologist, says, not what I wanted, but what I have. Little did I know I would spend the next 3 months in Ireland. Every day, my daughter and her family would leave me for school and teaching. I found myself deep in the jungle of despair, anxiety, curiosity, and exploration. How could I sustain myself? Again, Sylvia, it is what it is. And here's the big and, drum roll, then I remembered our UU Sunday service was available on YouTube. This was a real bonus for me, and I watched it every Monday. Back home, I meditated in our UU Mindfulness Reflections Sangha. While I couldn't meditate with the group because of the 6-hour difference, I did go on the site and viewed the weekly meditation teachers. As a UU, one of our spiritual principles is to hold a free and responsible search for meaning. And search I did. I became a YouTube junkie, finding spiritual teachers in many traditions. It was there that I discovered spiritual teacher Frank Ostentesky and Sylvia Bornstein. While I didn't choose this situation, I did choose to explore wisdom traditions, diving deeper into spiritual concepts and unearthed a forgotten passion of hospice work that had fed my soul for many years. I resonated with Frank. He founded the first Zen hospice center in San Francisco and helped so many lost souls have a better death. His book, The 5 Invitations, is about discovering what death can teach us about living more fully. Since I was a hospice chaplain for over 10 years, I felt a deep connection with Frank. I found his 5 invitations uplifting. His story inspired me and rekindled my interest in hospice and helping folks have a good death. Here's a quote from Frank. "Life and death are a package deal. They cannot be pulled apart, and we cannot truly live unless we are aware of death. The 5 Invitations is an exhilarating meditation on the meaning of life and how maintaining an ever-present consciousness of death can bring us closer and closer to our truer selves." Here they are. There's 5. I've really shortened them, but number 1, don't wait. This is my favorite. Don't wait. Don't miss the moment. Don't miss this moment, waiting for the next to arrive. Don't wait to act on what is most important. If you think you have overstepped your boundaries in a conversation, action, or missive, don't wait. Check it out right away. Hey, I need to check this out with you. Did I offend you when I... And meanwhile, it was all in your head, but I'm checking it out. Are we still okay? Are we still okay? Besides, if you're anything like me, if you don't check it out right away, you'll forget about it. Number 2, welcome everything. Push nothing away. The heart of a spiritual practice is openness and willingness, and to look into whatever arises, to work with it, and to relate to it as part of an overall process. My fall in Ireland has been a game changer for me in terms of health, my tender back, my new normal. And I have also chosen to embrace the gifts of that time. Longer quality time with my daughter, getting closer to my grandchildren, learning and playing a lot of canasta, and understanding the Irish culture. Believe me, it's very different than what you think. Life is really the whole enchilada. Number 3, bring your whole self to the experience. We all want to be seen as capable, strong, intelligent, spiritual, and at least a little well-adjusted. However, there are parts of me that I've been ashamed of, my broken parts that I have found undesirable and kept hidden. And yet, it is not our expertise, but our wisdom gained from our own suffering that enables us to form an empathetic bridge, thus strengthening our relationships. Number 4, find a place of rest in the middle of things. This is more about mindfulness. Angeles Aaron, the anthropologist, said, "Many of us live in the fast lane. Nature's rhythm is slow. When we are out of nature's rhythm, we cannot deepen or integrate our experiences. Defining rest as a decluttering of our mind and decoupling from fixed views, rest comes when we become more by doing less. And rest is good any time during the day to just sit down and take a couple of breaths. Number 5, cultivate don't know mind. This is one of my favorites too. I have 2 favorites. These are my second favorite. Don't know mind is characterized by curiosity, surprise, and wonder. It is receptive, ready to meet whatever shows up. Zen masters say, in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in an expert's, there are few. In the book, Frank spoke about having a heart attack, which left him housebound in his den with the back door open to visitors. My place of refuge was my daughter's kitchen with an open back door as well. My son-in-law's parents and sister lived next door. His brother lived across the way, and his sister and family lived down the road, not too far. A family compound, if you will. In this compound, a cast of characters existed. Not all of these family members got along with each other. And one thing is, they all got along with my daughter somehow. So a cast of characters flowed in and out the back door. I had plenty of time to practice our first principle, the inherent worth and dignity of each person. At first, I found some of these characters difficult, but after learning more about them, I grew to accept them and actually even love them. Couple of updates. My back is getting stronger, and I'm looking for additional healing. And I'm even thinking of starting to teach a senior yoga class this month. Oh, and the dog Scooby, I love him. He's so darn cute. I had time to forgive him and move on. In conclusion, to choose or not to choose, that is the question that is with us every moment of every day. I choose love. I choose acceptance. I choose openness. I choose to practice daily meditation. I choose not to be a couch potato all the time. Some of the time, it's good. I choose the whole enchilada and walking in nature. What coping skills will you embrace this year? What will you choose this new year? Namaste and blessed be. Here's my plug. Share the pulpit. I took a 6-week course with wonderful Jay Cohen. Wave your hand, Jay. He is terrific, and I couldn't even begin to stand up here without Jay. It's a 6-week course, and you can sign up anytime. You too could share the pulpit. It's an incredible experience. I'll be unpacking it for a long time. There's a video that I want to share with you. It's a change in sequence. But I received this video when I was in Ireland, and it really inspired me, and I played it. I still play it a lot. So I received it in my 3-month stay in Ireland, and I hope you will enjoy it.
Don't give up when your heart is weary. Don't give up when your eyes are teary. Don't give up when your voice is trembling, when your life needs mending. Don't give up when the hurt is near you. Don't give up when the world seems to be broken. I'm still hoping with my heart open, for a brighter day. Don't give up when your pride is bruised, and don't give up when you feel you're losing. Don't give up in your darkest hour, 'cause you got that power. Don't give up when you feel divided. Don't give up, I'll be by your side. Unbroken, I'm still hoping with my heart open, for a brighter day. And if you stay with me, I will stay with you for a brighter day. Just keep on fighting. Don't give up, you just keep on fighting. Don't give up, you just keep on fighting. Even when your eyes are crying. Don't give up, you just keep on fighting. Don't give up, you just keep on fighting. Even when your eyes are crying. Yeah, for a brighter day. Keep on fighting for a brighter day.
Don't give up on what's most important to you. May we fight for what we hold true. May we remember love and compassion as our guiding force. Don't give up.
Before we do our offering, I just think we should all thank Diana for all the love she put into this service. So thank you, Diana. It was beautiful. So each week we share our Sunday offering with an organization that aligns with Unitarian Universalist values, that's committed to bringing justice, equity, and compassion to the world. If you would, if you're sitting in the back rows, would you find the baskets and start passing them around, and then bring them down to the main floor when they're done. And if you're online, there are instructions on the screen of how to donate. This week, our offering will go to the Unitarian Universalist Service Committee, advancing human rights and justice through grassroots collaboration. The UUSC is one of our partners in the Immigration Justice Team. Last year, UUSC connected us with a family from Guatemala who are here seeking asylum and reuniting with family members in the Chicago area. As a congregation, we were then able to provide hospitality, rent relief, and baby items for the family. Thank you for your continued generous support. May what you give bring you joy.
So let's all rise now to sing hymn 368 in the hardbound book, hymn book. This book is, this song is a celebration of the faith, hope, love, and joy within each of us. Now let us sing to the power of the sing within. Lift up your voice, be not afraid. Sing to the power of the joy within. Now let us sing to the power of the hope within. Now let us sing to the power of the hope within. Lift up your voice, be not afraid. Now let us sing to the power of the love within. Lift up your voice, don't be afraid. Now let us sing to the power of the love within. Now let us sing to the power of the joy within. Now let us sing to the power of the joy within. Lift up your voice, be not afraid.
Until we are together again, friends, be strong, be well, be true to yourself. Don't give up. Life is going to happen. You get to choose how you will be about it. I hope you choose love. I hope you choose compassion. And I hope you choose acceptance. Blessed be. Now we'll extinguish the flame in a moment. Carry the flame of peace and love until we meet again.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean. Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world, and a bold world for me. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.